Embracing failure.
Oof.
I'm sure you've heard this on basically every motivational speech, every channel about life advice, you know. I'm sure you've heard that failure is part of the recipe to success. You know, you're gonna fail. It's inevitable. Might as well embrace it, you know. It's just part of life. All right, welcome guys.
What's up?
Today we're here, Bellingham, Washington. Me and my buddy here, we're just chilling. Thought we'd bring you guys some YouTube content. Today, what we sipping on? Got some Woods coffee, you know.
And we got some blueberry spinach smoothie here. Terrible. Would not recommend it.
Staying healthy. Was the protein a good addition?
Just the whole drink was wrong, man. I shouldn't have even ordered this.
He tried to order 16 ounce. The lady told him just 24 ounce. And we're like, all right, I guess. I guess they're not. I guess they can only follow one recipe.
They gotta stick to the script.
Whatever. Today we have some advice for people coming out of high school, young adults.
Yeah, just leaving high school right now, going into real life.
It's a lot different. Number one, not caring what people think. Caring about what people think will get you nowhere in life. It really won't. Me, for example, YouTube. I've watched YouTube since I was a fetus. I wouldn't say I was an iPad kid, because iPads didn't exist when I was young, but I watched a lot of TV, you know. YouTube for me came out when Smosh, Ray William Johnson, all those people were big, and then it kind of just evolved from there. YouTube is what it is now, but I'm 25 now. I'm barely starting to get over what people think. I could have started this a long time ago, you know, but I thought people would make fun of me. But people don't care about you as much as you think they do. They really don't. Can you relate to that, Brian?
Yeah, so just like you, I've always wanted to do YouTube. Never got into it.
Mm-hmm.
But mine wasn't really thinking of what people, their thoughts, if I started, if they're watching my videos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know, I just didn't know where to start. I bought the equipment, and I guess I need the motivation is what it is. That's what my problem with it was.
Yeah, for me, it was the equipment, but what held me back the most was, I would say, fear. If I was in high school again, I would tell myself, don't be afraid. Those people I went to high school with, I don't care about them. Follow them on Instagram, that's about it.
But yeah, you hardly even see them, man.
You don't.
From our whole class coming out of high school, I've seen maybe 10. You remember this guy named Andy?
The guy that worked at McDonald's?
I think so. He was this like short, skinny kid.
Yeah.
I saw him and I was like, Andy? And he just looked at me, pretended he didn't know who I was, man.
Yeah, see, like, they don't care, we don't care. So that's all we can tell you for that.
All right, this next topic, advice we wish we knew coming out of high school. What's one thing you wish you knew?
One thing I wish I knew coming out of high school, God.
You gotta be more responsible.
Exactly.
You're drinking. I guess the way you go. If you're gonna get into drugs, be a little responsible with that. Don't go into this hard stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, weed, it's not too bad, you know.
We're not condoning it.
We're not condoning this, but just be responsible. You're gonna use it, please.
Yes, I've known a few people that, you know, you dabble a little bit, you know, and for most people that should be it. But there's people that get into harder stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And your life starts to derail a little bit, you know. Maybe those health teachers were right. Be responsible, because when you're older, you do have more stuff to worry about, you know. Life isn't as easy as it was in high school, you know. Like, I came out of high school thinking, you know, life was gonna be chill, you know.
Oh, man.
This housing market. I'm going to school right now again, speaking of school. You know, you just gotta be responsible, you know. I would say taking care of yourself is the number one thing, because being responsible with yourself is super important. And
This is a high traffic area.
God, we're like next to the highway or something. Because the decisions that you make in high school, you're gonna have to live with those for the rest of your life.
Rest of your life. Not just like the experiences and the stuff that'll happen to you, what you're doing to your body as well.
Just take care of yourself, have fun, one thing I do miss about high school is just how fun it was, you know.
I wish I just went straight into a job. Didn't matter what it was, but I just got into it. Just did something instead of just wasting 4 months of my life just not doing anything.
And getting into that, our third topic, don't feel too rushed to find a career. Don't rush into school if you don't know what you want to do, you know? Like my buddy here saying, get into some work, see what you like doing. And if you like it, great, pursue it. We have another buddy. He's sort of a job hopper, you can call him. You want to do a little bit of that, you know, just don't make it habitual.
Yeah.
My mom, she's an advocate for school. I told her I wanted to take a gap year after school. You know, I wanted to take a break, you know, take a chill. She's like, no, you got to go back to school. You got to go or you're not going to go back. And I was like, okay, I guess, you know. I went to school for personal training. I like the gym. I went, but some part of me, I could feel it in my core, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to go party. I really did. In our town, we have this 18+ night club, and I would just go to that instead of going to my classes, because my classes were like at 7 or 8, and I'm like, and that's pregame time. You know?
Young, I don't think you're going to classes, man.
Yeah, no, and well, I just thought, you know, skipping an occasional class, you know.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
Get a message one day and they're like, hey, you don't have enough credits to pass. And I'm like, great. They're like, and you can still come to class, you know, if you want to attend. I'm like, no, why would I do that? And I knew in my soul that I wasn't ready to go to school just then. But, you know, I listened to other people and look where it got me, you know?
Well, my experience, instead of going to college like my buddy here, I went, you know, like I said, I wasted 4 months on the couch and then finally went into the working task force or whatever. Got into construction. I wish I stayed in it because I definitely didn't. I got really cocky with how I perform. I'm a hard worker. I'll say that, but I get really cocky. So I wanted more money and they wouldn't give it. So I just left, and I've been job hopping, not to the extent like our friend. I've been able to keep jobs for, you know, a year, 2 years.
Last topic for you guys. Embracing failure.
Oof.
I'm sure you've heard this on basically every motivational speech, every channel about life advice, you know. I'm sure you've heard that failure is part of the recipe to success. You know, you're gonna fail. It's inevitable. Might as well embrace it, you know. It's just part of life. I bet you guys are all super good at something, whether that be sports, instruments, video games. You know, you weren't good when you first started. Me, for example, YouTube, you know, I'm just getting started, you know, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get better. And I
grind it out.
I embrace that ideology every day. And I wish I knew that back in the day, because I used to put too much pressure on myself when it came to things, when at the end of the day you'll wake up and you're gonna be better every day, you know. Tomorrow, I want to record tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna record about, but I'm gonna be better than I am today. And that's something that you guys should listen to.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's solid advice. I don't know, my take into it is I still haven't overcome that, man. I'm still that's one of the things that scares me the most, is failing and stuff. I'm comfortable with it, but it scares me, you know.
It's hard. It's something every human struggles with.
Yeah, I'm not scared of many things, but I don't like failing at anything. But saying that, I will try anything at least once, you know. I'll try any sport, anything.
It just means you're human, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm willing to give it a try, but I just don't want to fail, man.
And that's what we're talking about, you know. Hey, we're all working on it, you know. But that was just our little spiel, you know. You know, keep posted. We're gonna be here, you know. If you guys want to hear us talk about anything else, you know, if you thought we were cool, thought we were lame,
just put them down there in the comments. You got any topics or anything you want to put out there, just type it down there. We'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see it. And hope you guys have a good day, good night. But yeah, stay safe.